we bring in the Giants linebacker, Jonathan Casillas, who is a two-time Super Bowl champion, and he's on a pretty great Giant defense right now. Jonathan, Michael, Don, and Peter, how you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Everything's great here. We're talking about what Richard Sherman said about not liking Thursday Night Football being at 60%. What's your thoughts on Thursday Night Football?
I agree with him. I don't really know exactly what he said besides calling it the name that he called it.
Poop Fest.
But, yeah, the Poop Fest. And, you know, I've been a part of Thursday night games. You know, they've been playing in the last, I guess, 4 or 5 years, however how long they've been doing it for. And, you know, your body don't feel right. You know, we got our Thursday night game coming up after Detroit in Philly, you know, and you play Sunday. It's going to be a hard-fought game against two division leaders or, you know, a division leader and a playoff-bound team in ourselves. And then the following week is against a division rival in Philly. You know, it's going to be a very physical game. It's Wednesday night right now. I'm still feeling some tackles from, you know, Ezekiel Elliott and damn Tyrone Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like playing against the damn Dallas Cowboys. So it's a tough turnaround. I don't like it. I like Monday night. I like Sunday games. Thursday, it's very tough on the body, very tough.
Now, Jonathan, I have no problem with you, Richard Sherman, any other player complaining about it. But I think the players also should take responsibility. DeMaurice Smith, you guys negotiated the CBA with those Thursday games in it. So I think your union also has to take responsibility for agreeing to that. Is that fair?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, and that goes in all the little quarries that we have with the league and with the NFLPA, you know, in regard to contract stuff and in regard to taking care of the veterans, in regard to practice and training camp and padded practices and stuff like that. You know, it's going to be people that hate it, that like it, or think it's very good at the time, and then as it progresses on a few years later, it's like, yeah, the consensus is not the same as it was before the idea was presented. You know what I mean? So it's not the only thing. It's just the more current thing that's being brought to the present right now.
Was it? Jonathan? Do you have any frustrations as a defense? And I don't expect you to bury your teammates, obviously, but are there any frustrations in a game like Sunday night when you guys are shutting down one of the best offenses of football, and it seems like every time you turn around through that stretch over the second and third quarters, it's 3 and out, and you're right back on the field?
You know what? I feel like at one time of the season, in some games, I think it got to us, but definitely not Sunday. Definitely not Sunday night. I mean, we were ready to go, you know. And every time we're put on the field, you know, we were like good, as in like good. It's a chance to come out here and whoop their ass again. You know, it wasn't really like, you know, Eli threw a pick, or you know, we can't run the ball or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, that stuff's all documented. You know what I mean? Like, everybody watches the game. I don't have to, you know, say where our shortcomings are. It's, you know, it's documented. Statistics, you know what I'm saying? So, and for us to be a successful team, and if our offense struggles, our defense has to win games. And that's what we've been trying to do. And I think we've been doing a pretty good job at it. Pittsburgh didn't go our way. But, you know, against, you know, one of the most high-powered offenses in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys, we did a really good job, and we came to play, every drive, no matter what situation we was in.
I'll tell you what, Jonathan, watching that game, you guys looked possessed. I mean, it almost seemed like you were flying around the field, that there was no way after that touchdown, it looked like almost a misread, a miscommunication, that you were going to give up another point. Was that the feeling on the field?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, I feel like, you know, we had those guys in our environment. We had them locked in, you know what I mean? And they wasn't getting out till we was done with them, you know? And we could as a defense, we could go ahead and complain about field position or turnovers or a lack of converting on third down from our offense. But what's that going to do besides have people not ready to play? You know, and we got a great group of character in the locker room. So we're guys, you know, wherever we take the field at, we're running on the field. We're knowing, you know what I mean? Like, it's the mindset that we have to take, and I feel like we've developed it. We've been put in worse situations than Sunday night, and we prevailed. And in order for us to continue to win games, we got to continue to do it.
All right, what is the challenge going forward without JPP?
People got to keep playing big. All the guys that play his position, even the people, anybody on the defense really, everybody has to play up because at the end of the day, he was the most productive defensive end in the last few weeks in regards to rushing the passer, creating turnovers. I mean, the guy scored a touchdown in Cleveland. So you got to make up for it for everybody. Not one person can do it because no one's JPP.